GHTV vote our Facebook and YouTube. www.cgatv.com and so a website meeting SC Janwa Dazin.
Recently introduced Matopoku Prempeh to the president as his preferred running mate choice. Today we'll be engaging Ghanaians on who they think is a better team to win the 2024 general elections between John Dramani Mahama, Professor Jane Opoku-Agyeman, and Dr. Bawumia with Matthew Opoku Prempeh.
Disclaimer that this is in no way a reflection of my political, affiliation. But then I seriously or honestly think that the Bawumia NAPO pair is, it's a big, pair.
Can you tell us why?
Yeah, because first of all, I'll start with Bawumia. We've known Bawumia as a vice president, and he's been performing, in as much as we've been experiencing a lot of, economical challenges, which we can associate to the, global hardship, we can trust him. I feel like we can trust him because if you watch or listen to his policies alone, you can tell that we have a future. And then for NAPO, I've done a little research on him, and I found out that he actually came into the political scene not long ago, somewhere 2017, if I'm not mistaken. But he was, a minister for education. And I benefited during the senior high school, free senior high school. We were the pioneers, and I think I liked how it ran smoothly. It was going smoothly until he was reshuffled recently. And so even at the energy sector, he's doing good. Right now they are curbing the electrical stuff, the faults. And so I think that it's a better pair compared to John Mahama and Professor Nana Jane. Professor Nana Jane is actually a lecturer at a vice chancellor at the UCC, and I have friends at UCC telling me how strict he is, how, and we don't want, someone who's so, you understand? Yeah, and women in leadership, how it is. It's not a new thing. So yeah, I think the Bawumia and NAPO pair is a big team. Like,
both sides have the capabilities of winning, but I think, for me, Bawumia's team stand a better chance. That's what I think.
Because looking at their vice presidents, they have all been education ministers before, and so whichever team emerges victorious, I think they would really be critical about the education system of the country. But for also for the NPP, we've actually heard, or it's been a rumor for some months now, that Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh would be the vice, the running mate. So it's now that he's been unveiled. So we are really expecting, I think they all have equal chances, right? Looking at the experiences in education, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh being former or still Minister of Energy. Yeah, I think he's had some experience enough. And also Professor Jane being Chancellor at a university, Vice Chancellor at university, I think she also has experience. But looking at government experience, I think I'm not very sure of the facts, but I think Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh has the exposure in terms of holding positions in government and all that. So I think they all have
talking about the ticket of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh and John Dramani Mahama and Professor Professor Opoku-Agyeman. I would rather pick Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh because Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, already Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is already in the picture. So I would want to be more emphatic on the vice presidency. I would pick Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh because Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh is very charismatic and he has that pull to actually get many people on board to actually support that very agenda that the MPP ticket can win. As compared to Professor Opoku-Agyeman, who is yet even to be embraced by even, the whole Ghanaian, society. And I would also want to touch on the personality, the name of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. When we mention NAPO, who doesn't know NAPO? Everyone knows NAPO, right from him being the education minister to him being the energy minister. He has worked so hard and assiduously to earn that very title of a vice presidency. And based on that, Ghanaians are going to watch whatever that his contribution to the free SHS and everything to actually vote for him. And lastly, Ghanaians hasn't yet embraced, the female leadership, style and all those things. I don't think Ghanaians has, really embraced it. We are in that process, but I don't think that we have really embraced it. So I think that would also be another opportunity for Dr. Mato Opoku Prempeh to also capitalize on and, emerge together with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as the winners for president and vice presidents. And for me, I think that's the best ticket to actually carry Ghana, all along.
Because don't forget, say, the idea of Atamis contesting the 2012 election was he was only to go one term after Jerry, then hand over to Yemamin and Akunedu.
Oh, that was the agreement.
That was the agreement. Because Atamis saw on Tiapo,
yes,
and also they call one term so that it will be a continuous distance. Into a cover, I will say to me there. Then their voice and the stakeholders said, "I be Ron is not one for man hearing or Panosuba contest because to me there."
Yes.
So what you say? So Ebanosano. They felt betrayed. The Rollins felt betrayed. So Ebe drew John Dramani Mahamasono. And also Kase on Yade. Also built it, that's why he got rid of Boblo Latu. National was so powerful.
Yes.
Or they are white, because he are called ambassador, demoted, national security, a devote no own cloud that to prepare himself towards the 2013 2012 elections.
Yeah.
Because a common man contest and also you Crawford and Crawford. He cut the voice were no more playing the role that they were playing, the ET men, the old guys. That is why they also made sure, say, including the founder, to take the power from him. They made sure 2016 we go for opposition. Because now it. So the same thing MPP Nano. If he's a president, and I don't need a chim for any whatever now impossible party. So as I read as anti-for panel, FSA. Party in the co-position because we co-position now. There is no way about able to make the best stand on the money. Until the last pass over the Unya.
This is the
best, yes. So to me, we near or your incumbent in waiting your continue.
I saw your sitting president.
But the passer when you're not part of the co-position, Unya. You know, also in the Yansa or the no Emma or Mukura party. Dr. Bawumia no said he represent Dombo.
Yeah.
But where about Dombo? No, yes, about to say ever two, and a few if you be a day, and a Ulura, and as I see be so a day, or the four. Into my family who am fama as anti-four now, or what the party, no, someone Jimmy Minier,
through Napo,
Munsomi, Unja, and that is what President or Chester Comedino. Dr. Bawumia is campaigning like an opposition leader who wants power. Dr. Bawumia is campaigning like somebody who has never smelled political power before. Now that he wants power. Dr. Bawumia strategically going to meet the Pope.
There's a reason.
There are sorry be no omuya adoye. Eche the Roman Catholics know what have you no. Apart from Cremophone so amusuya adoye no. So going to throw yourself on Omuma supporter through the back door. The Catholics will also push certain buttons. Are you getting me? Dr. Bawumia going to the churches. My background was a Christian.
Yes.
But as a child, this is how my father groomed me. I've been there. You relate to them. Christian, Muslim, ever play a role ever chroma this time election because Fifi Kote and Co have woken that devil that we've been preventing. Because in the history of this country, from independence to revolution, all the way to democratic religion, democratic governance.
Yes.
Muslims and other religious bodies are very loyal to the Christian fraternity. Said they backed Christian leadership throughout this country, from revolution to Christian up to now. They've been loyal. So if a Christian leader leading a political party is saying, we are not fit to be president, sir. It means you've woken a betrayal in the heart of Muslims. So your loyalty is that our reward? Yes, you've also woken and said other whether Buddhism, traditionalists. Oh, so your time it means just going to be the president. Then Allah relating to the MPP also woken that Amjama Cremono side. As for said, yes, you have said that be a swear, yeah, Koran. No.
Yes. I the Quran to
For
swear
once,
as
and me
president.
come baby, every say me nya NPP ni, me tuma NPP ni. But me tuma Bawumia because of Quran no. Yeah, the Quran ever swear
for the first time.
Yes, and Bawumia has the every right to go to every Christian house, Christian body,
Yes.
and say, I am a Muslim. I represent all the Muslims. We have been loyal to you people. You've gotten power for so much, for so long. It is not our right. But me dijantu ebremo, Miss Remo, mumma me to me. Now, who said we are part of the equation. She has said, Allah naka as Christian, we are sorry, Democrat, also making sure say macrimony and day. Mumbe, say, ya one tresana, nyam, ena, enemy dear, nyamisro for a Christo for Bacas Ampa. Yena takwasi from a pet to say Nigeria na. Muslims, etimi Christians, what I be there, never see your chroma. And some Makan, a very dangerous in Takwai. The only way that young children were inclusive by making sure the Muslims in the end. Now, also, NDC Namuna, my mother party. Tembian a Muslim Christian, and I'm a boy.
Yes.
John Dramani, they saw him not necessarily because the background a Muslim. Ne papa won't know a Muslim.
Yes.
And on one converted a Christian. So the Muslims who saw him as their own. And on no but one for Muslim running mate ayere. Amba. So a man Nasara in the NDC no crana. I am weak.
Yes, strong.
And yes strong. Only absolute. I say a janka. And you see play role. And now you said Saudi Musia doyepa. So when the first time Christian Muslim president. Krobian wa omuya doye eche the friends Arab you know
world, yeah.
Resources beba ama mos ebesi bebre inkremofo no nso no ombenya certainty sesenia Rome ne warabi no and candidate nso no me say why then wa position himself well ne arms no was swinging was spread very widely or tilted the Muslim or tilted the Christian but where does my brother John Dramani Mama find himself nkofa Muslim as running mate we are something it would have given balance on equation because the norm such the mission as and two NDC repeated the same candidate and winning election that.
Is that how
it has never happened? Yes. Anytime I change candidates now you change it because others don't feel betrayed comes to feel say everybody will do it yes so and I'm speaking with authority say we speak at the background not the stakeholders not that we talk you know we are going to choose a leader read my lips we are going to choose whether you Pepe ni nebedi president Ukroma 2024 Pepe ni tani nebedi president and as I tell you now say Pepe ni no so I'm fulfilling the promises of redeeming this country so I'm fulfilling the promise of making sure say Ghana for one deliver good governance it will take us 50 years
to come back again
for not to be president again running mate no cry anything not na enyabio put me on the record. Yes, some me kasi people say, a woman say person be the president.
Yes.
Say, ye mubinya. Na ya projecting not na in terms of ya develop northern sector no. And stop it kaya you know. And making sure say north so no. Ya pay national cake no. National cake no. Mo fan chema Ghana for nyina. Na mo nka hu say some be see factors one. Mubenya this tax break incentives. Ya wo cash you or you say. Ana won't come on some more what it takes you benya lows I'm a mercy factory say like kaya ye sentence no you basically be or not for no bia benya bibia so why yes I'll be the first and because I may matter ni pepe ni president Kroma debium maybe in Sibium because after Liman FLA
yes
it took us 40 years to produce John Dramani Mahama and it has taken 50 years to produce Dombo area so John Dramani Mahama you want the weakness and the strength whom vice president also the weakness and his strength. So when Ghanaians decided to see a move me and I say me bra penny and I say what I do ni a fairly Ghana for we can't have it anymore. And one thing, notness, we are so wicked to ourselves. Pepe ni one and pepe ni.
Oh, I'm sure.
I am telling you and I'm speaking on authority. Pepe ni enya adiachia or ya large or no kwanda usikano. Muti ni fear to say you know. Na musre. So to the mechanism. Na mo pacho. As I'm the building nipa. Pepe ni awaye ye. Pepe no esikani. Pepe no asantini ana kani na ide. Abeli. Kwame Nkrumah my independence no. It's one of the biggest mistakes in Kameka se Kwame Nkrumah ye. The first secondary school was in the northern region. Kwame Nkrumah who said we have to lead our own because Santini and I can be a person who coach radio. A quite crowd to coin, young collaborate, make a way 70s no. From Kumasi to Slim, it was taken us 6 weeks.
Yeah, a checker.
If you are what on Chino Crack or Sam, to me take it 3 months or once number down. Never, there was nothing like you see kind of sample. What the good of family, such a day. Almost see, Kwame Nkrumah scholarship no more, almost see idea in Yaina, no much in Bushabetina. And also, I choose some of your ministers, no Mabetina Procasian, Eja or Mano. I'm a manager,
I cannot know.
In sort of Ncaso, some common tenacity. And a Kwame Nkrumah you saw one of building no phenomena, and can you say was no? So the free education of the man, yeah, not
Yeah.
And our corner office now, most of the structures that you see, 90% business belong to the illiterates. Those who stayed behind and didn't go to school, the contractors, the fuel filling station, the water union belongs to them. The educated ones only. Miso asantamu be ya santini dia e wo party no dia.
Where na me pay?
Per party so where na miso me pay.
And I be make me market no wa.
Yeah, make me market no. Me free say we sunu me aye adwuma. And I say nyobre no die. Who bia me fruit dia pa. Miso me twa me ade. What dia so e bia pa. So politics no, it is you do me, I do you.
So what's NAPO forced on Bawumia?
That's what I'm saying, sir. Bawumia took a best interest in the interest of or no per president Teddy.
Yes.
Looking around no. Or no help carry the whole not Bawumia opposition home. First, na me bra penny John Dramani Mahama. Na orane monopoly. Our party as the only northern leader. So now he was only
all the northerners no on that carry the weight.
Yes. But see no what me your friend is a competition about. So right now my big brother John will no more eat in the same in the same bowl. I mean alone.
Yes.
You'll be eating with Bawumia. Then the internal wrangling of the party around Yemubi, around Harun Idris Mutakamo, the northern stakeholders now, who are also peeved, will also make sure say Enyoma Mkoyi, what did they mention as well? But Bawumia has positioned himself at the northern region. They say, Ushe the demeanor is here. What you say? His demeanor, how he plays with people, how he talks with people, and perform within it, what have you Well, increasing the votes of the MPP in the backyard. Whether they like it or not, the votes will never go down.
Okay.
Because they go down and come second term.
Second term will increase parliamentary seat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So